So that's the house.
Excuse me. Yeah, bathroom here.
Yes, up in the visitor center. Yes.
Thank you. It's just a small house. This is just like quarter the size of my house. Okay, this is so cold. This is I think this is the original blocks preserved. I think like 4 blocks being preserved.
Arrange it behind the counter and they'll set you up.
All right, thank you very much.
Sure.
Oh. And these
Gather
two,
in front here for just a minute.
Sure.
Kind of let everybody catch up.
Hey, Link.
You guys all want to gather up. Again, I promise I don't bite. I'm right on up, I promise. 2 months ago, maybe not, but I got tested and stuff. But now you can see the outside of Mr. Lincoln's home, but also as we stand out here, I do want to point out that all the other homes you guys are seeing here today, these are all historic. They all date back to Mr. Lincoln's time here in Springfield. So what you're seeing is Mr. Lincoln's neighborhood. But also what you're seeing is a national park site. You guys have probably all heard of America's National Parks, maybe through the Ken Burns series or anything like that. But usually when you think of national park sites though, old houses don't come to mind first. Usually probably places like the Grand Canyon, Yellowstone, places like that. But also we also take care of important historical places, like Mr. Lincoln's home here, for example. This is the only home he ever owned. You're going to see where he lived for 17 years. From 1844 till he moves out to go to the White House in early 1861. And we are just one of 392 national park sites throughout 49 states, Puerto Rico, the U.S. Virgin Islands, even the tiny island of Guam has a national park. In fact, they have as many national parks, one, as Illinois does. One. And you're at it right here today. So after our tour today, I do invite you to explore the rest of our neighborhood. In fact, 2 of the homes are open for you to view. The dark brown house over here, that's the Harriet Dean home. She was a neighbor of Mr. Lincoln's. There's exhibits in there for you to see. Over here to our left, you'll see the Charles Arnold home. He was another neighbor of Lincoln's. There's exhibits there for you to see. And those homes, you just kind of come and go as you please. But all the other houses have plaques in the front yard. Shows you who lived there back in Lincoln's time. But when you guys heard, though, you were coming to Lincoln's home, and now you get to see it, is this the kind of house you expected to find? I'm always curious about that.
Let's find out.
Anybody expect to see a log cabin?
No.
But was I the only one who expected a log cabin when I first started here?
I might have when I was younger. I've been here.
Okay.
I'll go with you on that one.
So it's always good to know I'm not the only one who expected to find a log cabin.
Which state doesn't have a national park?
That's a good question. That'd be the state of Delaware.
Oh my goodness.
Only Delaware doesn't have one. And
Good question.
And throughout, in fact, I've used that line all 3 years I've been here. You are the first person to ever ask. But
Really?
The state does not have it. I do appreciate it because that's always where I'm going for with this. But also, though, you're going to see it today, restored back to 1860. You're going to see some of the actual furniture Lincoln owned. It's all going to be laid out the way it was when he was here through some sketches we have and the photograph I showed you earlier. So without further ado, let's head on inside and see it.
Oh, I have a quick question.
Okay.
What did they have in the other houses? Are they open or somebody owns it?
This is.
Well, the Park Service owns all the houses, and no one lives here anymore. All the houses now are mainly office space.
Oh.
And so we can use those for park use and stuff like that. You guys want to head on into the park?
Okay.
We're going to go all the way to the end.
All right, all the way.
Right. all the way to the end. Okay. Wow. See, when I was a
I know where
kid.
the original corner cabinet is.
When I was
Dallas, Texas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Phyllis's son has it.
Oh, Houston.
Houston.
Yeah. When I was a kid. When I was a kid, it didn't look like this, and then they restored it according to photographs later, so it looked like it did when they lived here, you know.
Some of it is. I'm not going to talk
And the
about that.
paint, new paint and everything.
Actually, using the tree spots with me. Make it ready for the room. Well, folks, I would say make yourself at home. Your house probably doesn't have a handrail in it, so we'll kind of bear with that. And we start our tour today here in the formal parlors. These are the two nicest rooms inside Mr. Lincoln's home. And today the rooms have been restored thanks to these sketches that were done around May of 1860 to kind of show the American people the kind of life that Abraham Lincoln was living at the time. And needless to say, these were invaluable for us to restore the rooms back to 1860. And in fact, we're actually seeing some of the same furniture that Mr. Lincoln owned as well. All of the black furniture, for example, the sofa, the chairs, the rocking chairs, those are all original. In fact, that black material is not leather, it's actually horsehair. It's made from the manes and tails of horses. And you don't see much of that today for one important reason. It's not comfortable. And they said it was very itchy and very scratchy. But they liked it because it looks very nice, makes a good first impression on your guests. And Mr. Lincoln wanted to make a good first impression on a group of guests that came here around May of 1860 from the city of Chicago. They had come here with one goal, to offer Abraham Lincoln a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to run for the presidency from the Republican Party. Those men came inside and told Lincoln. And they thought that he'd be really excited. He didn't react that way, though. They said he looked really nervous, as if the weight of the country had just been put onto his shoulders. And as we'll see as we go through the home today, those men were exactly right when they noticed that. What we're going to do next, though, we're going to leave this formal side of the house and head to the family side of the house. Guys, want to lead us, please? Take a look in the dining room and keep on going to the room with the red